I think one of the things that you'll hear often, and I don't know if it's a sign of our times, 140 characters, kind of 12-second, 15-second video thing, but you'll hear doctrine and theology and kind of those themes spoken of more along the lines like they're cold or they're dead, or where's the zeal and where's the passion, and man, I just don't know that I can go to those spaces. I know for me, in the darkest nights of my soul, whether that was the first 7 years of my marriage with Lauren that were so difficult, or whether it was finding out I had brain cancer and being told I was going to die, but not before they poisoned me for 18 months, right? It was the deep things of God, not some kind of spirit-sprinkled cheerleading fluff, but it was the deep realities of who God is and what God is like that served as a warm blanket for my soul in those days. And so to lean on pithy phrases and pithy ideas, bumper sticker theology is what I would call it, the bread of life never gets stale. That's cute and might even make for decent preaching, but it certainly isn't preparing people, and it's certainly in preparing your own heart for the reality of a Genesis 3 world. And so I know that people struggle with anxiety and that they wrestle with fear, and so I never want to incite that in people. But the fact is, we're far more fragile than we think we are. And I think you can just see it, like there's no one around you, not even yourself, whose whole life can't be changed with a phone call. And this is where we live. And so to not dive into the deeper things of God, to purposefully or willingly stay shallow, is really to put yourself in the cold without any real way to warm up. And so when I walked into my brain surgeon's office to get the pathology report, I'm eternal optimist, man. I mean, I don't know bad days. And to hear him say to me that more than likely I'd be dead in 2 to 3 years, like the floor dropped out. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. I mean, the floor dropped out. To begin to think about not walking my daughters down the aisles, not watching my son become a man, worried about what they would think about God in the midst of me shriveling up and dying brutally. And so really that lasted about 24 hours of me just feeling like I was free falling. And what caught me, right? What caught me wasn't some sort of spirit sprinkle pep rally thing. It was the deep truth about the nature and character of God. And so I praise God that in His providence, He had kind of let me cross paths with those who taught me, hey, this is good, and this is better. And cotton candy's fun every once in a while, and you should enjoy cotton candy, but you should also learn how to eat steak and eat meat and good things that'll sustain you in the dark night of the soul. I think probably the question of how do I look at life and death differently now than I did before I was told that I would probably die is one of the more frequent ones I get asked. And yet, the thing, it's just such a not climactic answer, right? And that's that not much changed. I mean, I think I got a real sense of mortality, and that's certainly changed. Because like everybody knows that people are going to die this year, but nobody thinks it's them. And everyone knows that cancer is a possibility, but nobody thinks they're getting cancer this year. Like none of us do. Like nobody's going, this is the year I probably get cancer. And it probably wouldn't be healthy or right if we did, right? So when Moses prays, teach me to number my days, right? What he's asking for is a picture of his mortality that it's hard to feel in the moment or get a sense of in the moment. And so I think what getting sick did was show me that I'm mortal in a way that Moses was asking for. I certainly wasn't asking for, but the Lord in His grace granted to me.